Welcome to the Fluent English DCD podcast. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Fluent English DCD podcast. We are here to make learning English fun, easy, and useful. If this is your first time listening, we are so happy to have you join us. My name is Jeff.
And I'm Emma. Whether you're just starting to learn English, working on building fluency, or mastering advanced skills, this podcast is for you. Our goal is to help you speak and understand English with confidence. We speak at a medium speed so you can follow along comfortably, but don't forget, you can adjust the playback speed to match your learning needs.
Today, we're diving into a topic that everyone can relate to: health. In this episode, we'll guide you through 5 common questions about health that you might hear in daily conversations, English exams like IELTS and TOEIC, or even casual chats with friends.
And that's not all. We'll also share some tips to help you answer these questions naturally and confidently. In addition, at the end of this podcast, we'll teach you 5 useful phrases related to health that will make your English sound more fluent and engaging.
So, by the end of this episode, you'll not only have practical answers, but also learn handy phrases to use in real-life conversations.
But before we jump in, let's talk about the DCD Approach, a simple but powerful way to boost your English learning.
DCD stands for daily, consistency, and discipline. These 3 steps can accelerate your English journey and help you make lasting progress.
Let's break it down.
Daily means practicing English every single day. It doesn't have to take long. Even 5 or 10 minutes can make a big difference. For example, you can watch a short health-related video, listen to a podcast like this one, or read an article about staying fit. The key is to keep it small and consistent.
Consistency means doing small things every day to get big results. It's like exercising to stay healthy. Practicing English regularly helps you improve step by step and keeps you growing over time.
And finally, discipline. Discipline keeps you going, even when you're busy or not feeling motivated. We all have days when it's hard to practice, but staying committed is what helps you reach your goals.
That's right. The DCD approach is like a roadmap to your English goals. Follow it and you'll see real progress. Not just in your skills, but also in your confidence.
And don't forget, if you enjoy this podcast, hit the subscribe button. Subscribing keeps you updated on new episodes and supports us so we can keep bringing you more content to help you grow.
So let's dive in. In this episode, we'll discuss 5 common questions about health, share tips and examples for answering them naturally, and at the end, teach you 5 useful health phrases that you can add to your conversations.
That sounds great. Let's start with the first question. Question 1. How do you stay healthy?
This is a common question in exams and casual conversations. It's a great opportunity to share your habits and routines. Jeff, how do you stay healthy?
I try to stay healthy by eating a balanced diet, exercising regularly, and getting enough sleep. For example, I go for a run 3 times a week. Running helps me stay fit and clear my mind. I also make sure to include plenty of fruits and vegetables in my meals, like apples, spinach, and carrots. They give me the energy I need to get through the day. How about you, Emma?
I stay healthy by practicing yoga and drinking plenty of water. Yoga helps me relax and improve my flexibility. I attend a yoga class twice a week, and it's become a part of my routine that I look forward to. Drinking water is also essential. I make it a habit to carry a water bottle with me wherever I go. Staying hydrated keeps my energy levels up and helps me focus. I also enjoy walking outdoors whenever I can. A short walk in the park after lunch is a simple but effective way to stay active and enjoy fresh air.
Those are great habits, Emma. I also try to avoid processed food as much as possible. Instead, I cook at home, which helps me control what goes into my meals. For instance, I like preparing grilled chicken with steamed broccoli and brown rice. It's healthy and doesn't take much time.
That's a great idea, Jeff. Cooking at home is a good way to stay healthy. I also think it's important to stay consistent with your habits. For example, even on busy days, I make sure to do at least 10 minutes of stretching. It's not a lot, but it keeps me active and helps me relax.
Consistency really is key, Emma. I've also started meditating for a few minutes every morning. It helps me clear my mind and set a positive tone for the day. It's not just about physical health, mental health matters too.
Absolutely, Jeff. Another thing I do is get enough sleep. I always aim for 7 to 8 hours a night. When I'm well rested, I feel more energetic and focused throughout the day.
That's a great tip, Emma. For anyone answering this question, it's helpful to share specific habits and explain why they're important. For example, I exercise regularly to reduce stress. Or, I eat healthy meals to have more energy. Sharing examples makes your answer relatable and clear.
Question 2. What do you usually eat to stay healthy?
This question is a great way to talk about your eating habits. Emma, what do you usually eat to stay healthy?
I try to eat a lot of fresh fruits and vegetables. For breakfast, I often have oatmeal with bananas and nuts. It's a simple and healthy way to start the day. For lunch and dinner, I include salads or steamed vegetables with lean protein like chicken or fish. What about you, Jeff?
I like to keep my meals simple but nutritious. I usually eat whole grains like brown rice or quinoa, and I add some grilled chicken or tofu for protein. I also snack on almonds or yogurt instead of chips or candy. One of my favorite meals is a vegetable stir-fry with tofu. It's quick, delicious, and full of nutrients.
That sounds great, Jeff. I also like to snack on fruits during the day. Apples, oranges, and berries are my favorites. They're sweet, refreshing, and packed with vitamins.
That's a good idea, Emma. I've also started drinking smoothies for breakfast sometimes. I blend spinach, banana, and a little almond milk. It's a quick, healthy option when I'm in a rush.
Smoothies are fantastic, Jeff. Another thing I enjoy is making soups. For example, I often make lentil soup with carrots and celery. It's comforting and full of nutrients.
Soups are great, Emma. I also think it's important to balance your meals. For instance, I always make sure my plate has a mix of protein, carbs, and vegetables. That way, I get all the nutrients I need.
That's a smart approach, Jeff. And don't forget hydration. I drink green tea after meals because it helps with digestion and keeps me hydrated.
Good point, Emma. To answer this question, it's helpful to share what you eat and why. For example, I eat berries because they're high in vitamins, or I prefer whole grains because they give me long-lasting energy. Adding personal examples makes your answer more engaging. Question 3. How often do you exercise?
This question is very common in exams and job interviews. It's a good opportunity to talk about your routine and priorities. Jeff, how often do you exercise?
I exercise about 4 times a week. On Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, I go jogging for about 30 minutes. On Sundays, I like to play soccer with my friends. It's not only a great workout, but also a fun way to spend time with others. What about you, Emma?
I exercise 3 times a week. On Mondays and Thursdays, I do yoga for an hour. It helps me stretch and relax. On Saturdays, I enjoy a long hike in the mountains. Hiking is my favorite way to stay fit because I love being in nature and exploring new trails.
That's fantastic, Emma. I recently added weight training to my routine. I do it twice a week at the gym. It's helped me build strength and feel more energetic throughout the day.
That's great, Jeff. I've been thinking about trying a new activity, like swimming. It's a full-body workout and also very relaxing.
Swimming is a great choice, Emma. It's low impact and easy on the joints. I also think it's important to make exercise fun. That's why I enjoy playing soccer with my friends. It doesn't feel like a chore.
I agree, Jeff. For me, hiking is not just exercise, but also an adventure. I get to see beautiful landscapes and take photos along the way. It keeps me motivated to stay active.
That's a great point, Emma. Another tip for staying consistent is to schedule your workouts. For example, I block time on my calendar for jogging so I don't forget or skip it.
That's smart, Jeff. I also set small goals for myself, like doing a 30-minute yoga session or walking 10,000 steps a day. It's easier to stay on track when you have clear targets.
Good idea, Emma. For anyone answering this question, it's helpful to share how often you exercise and the types of activities you enjoy. For example, I swim twice a week, or I go to the gym every evening. Adding details makes your answer more engaging and relatable.
Question 4. Have you ever had a health challenge?
This question helps you practice storytelling, which is an important skill in exams. Emma, have you ever had a health challenge?
Yes, I had a back injury a few years ago. It was painful, and I had to go through physical therapy for several months. During that time, I learned the importance of good posture and staying active. Now, I do stretches every morning to keep my back healthy. How about you, Jeff?
I had the flu last winter, and it took me almost 2 weeks to recover. It reminded me how important it is to eat healthy, stay hydrated, and get plenty of rest, especially during flu season. I also make sure to wash my hands frequently to avoid getting sick.
That's a good habit, Jeff. I also remember dealing with a sprained ankle once. It happened while hiking, and I couldn't walk properly for a few weeks. Physical therapy helped me recover, and now I'm more careful when hiking on uneven trails.
That must have been tough, Emma. I've also learned to listen to my body after pushing myself too hard at the gym. I had muscle soreness for days and realized the importance of warming up and stretching before workouts.
That's a great lesson, Jeff. I've also had periods of stress that affected my health. Practicing mindfulness and taking breaks helped me regain balance. It's a reminder that mental health is just as important as physical health.
Absolutely, Emma. Sharing what you learned from health challenges makes your answer more meaningful. For example, I learned to prioritize rest and recovery, or I now focus on prevention, like staying hydrated and eating nutritious food.
Yes, and it's helpful to explain how you overcame the challenge. For instance, I used to get frequent headaches, but drinking more water and improving my posture helped a lot. These details show your resilience and problem-solving skills.
Question 5. Do you think mental health is as important as physical health?
This is a thoughtful question often asked in exams like IELTS and TOEIC. Jeff, what do you think?
Absolutely. Mental health is just as important as physical health because they're connected. If you're stressed or anxious, it can affect your physical well-being. That's why I take time to relax, meditate, and talk to friends when I'm feeling overwhelmed. I also enjoy reading books that inspire me and help me stay positive. What about you, Emma?
I completely agree. Mental health is essential for overall well-being. I manage stress by practicing mindfulness and journaling. Writing my thoughts down helps me organize them and feel calmer. I also try to spend time in nature because it's very soothing for the mind.
Those are great strategies, Emma. I've also found that physical activities like running or cycling help improve my mental health. When I'm active, I feel more focused and less stressed. For me, exercise is not just for the body, but also for the mind.
That's so true, Jeff. Another thing I do is take regular breaks during the day. Whether it's stepping outside for fresh air or just stretching for a few minutes, small pauses help me reset and reduce mental fatigue.
That's a great habit, Emma. I've started keeping a gratitude journal. Every evening, I write down 3 things I'm thankful for. It helps me focus on the positive aspects of my life and stay mentally strong.
I love that idea, Jeff. I also make time for hobbies that bring me joy, like painting or playing the piano. Creative activities help me relax and recharge after a busy day.
That's wonderful, Emma. I've also noticed that staying connected with loved ones boosts my mental health. Whether it's a phone call or meeting a friend for coffee, Socializing makes a big difference.
Absolutely, Jeff. To anyone answering this question, it's helpful to explain why mental health matters and share specific ways you take care of it. For example, I think mental health is important because it helps me handle daily challenges. I take care of my mental health by meditating and spending time with my family.
Yes, and connecting mental health to physical activities can also make your answer more comprehensive. For example, yoga helps me relax and stay focused, or running clears my mind and reduces stress. These examples show you understand how the two are related.
That's a great point, Jeff. Taking care of both your mind and body leads to a happier, healthier life. And don't forget, small habits like journaling or spending time in nature can make a big difference in your overall well-being.
Exactly, Emma. Prioritizing mental health doesn't have to be complicated. It's about finding what works for you and making it a part of your routine.
Now let's end with 5 fun health-related idioms.
1. Fit as a fiddle. Fit as a fiddle. Fit as a fiddle. This means being in excellent health. For example, she's 70 but still fit as a fiddle. Or, after the flu, I'm finally feeling fit as a fiddle again.
2. An apple a day keeps the doctor away. An apple a day keeps the doctor away. An apple a day keeps the doctor away. This means eating healthy can help prevent illness. For example, I always pack fruit in my lunch because an apple a day keeps the doctor away. Or, she believes in eating fresh food every day. An apple a day keeps the doctor away.
3. Burning the midnight oil. Burning the midnight oil. Burning the midnight oil. This means staying up late, often working. For example, I've been burning the midnight oil to finish this project. Or, he looks tired because he's been burning the midnight oil all week.
4. Under the weather. Under the weather. Under the weather. This means feeling unwell. For example, I'm feeling a bit under the weather today, so I'll rest. Or, she stayed home because she was under the weather.
5. You are what you eat. You are what you eat. You are what you eat. This means your health reflects your diet. For example, he's switched to eating salads because you are what you eat. Or, I've been eating healthier because you are what you eat.
These idioms are a fun way to add variety to your conversations. Try using them when you talk about health or habits.
Let's quickly review what we learned today about talking about health. We covered 5 common questions and shared examples for daily conversations and exams.
That's right. And we ended with 5 useful idioms to make your English more colorful. Talking about health is a great way to practice English and share valuable information.
That's all for today's episode. Thank you for joining us.
Don't forget to subscribe to the Fluent English DCD podcast and share it with your friends.
See you next time. Bye, everyone.